Hey, now let's begin this series of lessons and exercises that will take your voice to a level where you never imagined, okay? If you were a part of the webinar I did, then you would have by now a solid foundation based on what we're gonna do now. So let's begin. Now, I'll begin by giving you some instruction before we start. Very, very important. Firstly, I will number the scales so that you can effectively measure and monitor your growth. The numbering may be different with each exercise. Okay, so this is for you to be able to measure your growth and development. Okay, so we go, I'll call that 1, and then 2, and so on. And perhaps if you got here, and this is on a high range, and it's the best you can do for that day, then you write down the number. Okay, if it's 12, write down 12, or know that you stopped at 12. And then the next day when you do it, try to get to 13. Okay, and the next day try to get to 14, and that's how you improve. Okay, and then secondly, whenever you get to a range that you're beginning to struggle, abandon the exercise and wait for me to come back down to that number. Okay, through the usage of this number again, you'll be able to tell where you begin to struggle. Okay, so when I, like, let's say for instance I got to 22 and 23, you're struggling to reach, then stop. 24, 25, 26, 27, when I get to maybe the highest and come back down, when I get back to that number where you stopped before, you can continue and go back down. Okay, and then make sure, yeah, this is very important, make sure you're not singing a higher octave when I'm doing a lower octave. What I mean is this: when I do make sure you're not doing it on a high octave. Okay, for it to be very effective. So make sure you give me okay, and finally, if say, guys, your range is from 1 to 13 in a certain exercise, try to extend it from 1 to 14 the next day. Okay, and ladies, if yours is like 6 to 20, why did I say 6? Because you may not be able to sing as low as the guys. Okay, so if yours is like from 6 to 20, you try to do 5 to 21 the next day. And what I mean is this: try to add a note at the top, your highest range, and try to add a note at the bottom. And as you do this, you'll be expanding on both ends. Okay, so this is the instruction, very important. Now let's begin.